What's up, model car community and model building community? This is Mike coming from the Mopar Workbench. Hey, look, I have a finished product. I just finished that Ramcharger. And without any further ado, there she is. Wow, that kit is a year in the making. Finally got the paint right. Got it all together. And this time, very few hiccups. Very few hiccups. Very fun kit to build. Very fun kit to build. It had detail in places and didn't have detail in other places. Like I pointed out in one of my previous videos, the interior was a little sparse, but you know, door panels and so forth. But this overall is a really, really nice kit. I didn't do any engine detail or nothing like that, but overall it was a good kit, and I would recommend anybody to build it. And I'll point out some quirks in this video that I ran into that was, you know, minor, but you know, still there. It's something you need to look forward to in different things, different stages of the build. You need to, you know, fit check everything. It may be just this kit, but I'll point it out. I didn't do any motor detail on it as far as wiring it and nothing like that. I did do a little bit of under the hood detail with the battery and stuff like that. I'll show you. Let's see if I can get this hood lifted up. Let me pick it up here. I gotta be careful. Those mirrors are delicate. There we go. I get some lighting in on this. The hood's kind of, oh wow. It's just not, I can't get the lighting to work with this thing. But anyway, I should have some screenshots and stuff. I'll take some screenshots of it and at the end of the video and put that on there. But it was, you know, basically I painted the engine the light blue, pretty much like petty blue as far as that's concerned, or that year model. And this truck represents a truck my brother-in-law had back in the day. And he had an 86 Power Ram pickup, but it was cream tan and gold. Basically like this trim here. I mean, like I said, they don't make any, I can't find any many Dodge pickup kits, especially in the 80s or 90s, late 80s, early 90s. Because I had a blue one, close to identical, you know, as far as a Power Ram. Mine was an 88, his was 86. But me and him were best friends before we became brother-in-law, so before he married into the family. But I built this one for him, and that gold, and I remember we used to have a ball in that truck, coon hunting all over the place, hanging out uptown. It seemed like all our buddies had 86 through 1989 or 90 model Dodge short bed 4-wheel drive pickups. And we'd hang out a certain spot uptown. All of us, it'd be lined up with these Dodge pickup trucks. You'd think the Dodge dealership moved downtown. You seen all us out there hanging out, you know, when I was in my early 20s. Ooh, a long time. But yeah, and I'll give this kit to him. Like I said, I don't have room to store or you know, to actually display my kits. Just like with that convertible GTX that I built, I give it to my sister, you know, and his wife, of course. It's just me and my sister. But and she also got the first car kit that I built for YouTube, my first YouTube, the '68 Roadrunner. If you look back at my archives, you'll see it was also an AMT kit. But anyway, he's gonna get this one. I'm gonna put it in a case, and I'm gonna give it to him. But all in all, like I said, I'm thinking to point out some things that really need, if you ever build this kit, look out for. And you have to excuse the bottom. I'm gonna move this out of the way. Now, let me back off here a little bit. Now this is fairly detailed. I probably should have done some more black wash and everything on it, more off-road. But it's hard to tell, to show you guys. But if you see where the paint is kind of smudged right there, where there's locator pins just ahead of the brackets there for the interior tub. Well, they don't line up. I had to trim off the tabs because I test fitted it, and it had pushed it too far this way, and it just wouldn't line up. So I'll probably tinker with that probably 45 minutes to an hour, and finally got it straight. And these chassis are separate. Like I said, they're separate from the interior tub. In order for everything to line up right, you have to cut those tabs and pull it back to the rear, because the wheels wouldn't line up, nothing would line up. And that's probably the biggest issue that I had with the kit, per se, other than my ill-faded paintwork and all this black. That's the decal. And I subtly took a Sharpie. I'm still scared of bare metal 4 at this point, and just outlined the detail of the chrome. And I took the factory chrome off the front grille, because most of these are like brushed aluminum, kind of not exactly a chrome, but let's just see some of the detail. And believe it or not, it had a decal for the Dodge on the truck. The only thing it's missing, and I wish I could find, is the little goat head, the little ram head sitting on emblem that Dodge trucks used to have on them. The ram emblem on the hood. That's the only thing it's missing. It's kind of iconic. But this kit it's fairly detailed. It's got decent decals, and them 2-piece mirror setups. They are a handful a little bit to try to line them up and stuff. But and what I usually do, just like with the bumpers and everything, it's not like a car kit, where most of the car kits, when you put the tub in and the chassis, it kind of fits real tight. Well, these are just basically loose, and you got a few connection points that's probably toward the back and up underneath. And you got like I said, it's got to line up. Well, like I said, the tub and the chassis did not line up, and there was nothing holding them back. So what I do in situations like that, I guess, is use 2-part epoxy, 5-minute epoxy. And right there in the firewall, up underneath there where the 2 halves meet, put a little epoxy there. I epoxied it to the back under here. And the bumpers are epoxy. The spare tire rack is epoxied on there. The mirrors are epoxied. All my mirrors do a 2-part epoxy on all these cars, because they're the most delicate parts as far as I'm concerned. And like I said, the bumpers are epoxied on there, because they got 2 locators, like with the chassis come in, basically like the real one. And use that 2-part epoxy, test fit before you attach that epoxy on it, because I had to line up the bumpers. They don't exactly line up perfect, but I mean, for all in all, the kit was a real fun. Once I got the paint work straight, the rest of it was pretty decent. Like I said, only a few things that I pointed out. And the interior is jam up, but I would recommend this kit. I'd recommend it. It's a fun kit. I'm finally getting these projects finished. I'm just done a video update on MC Model Works appreciation build, and this here goes out to Mr. James Darby, Mopar Modeler, as far as he had a truck Dodge Truck Month. Almost a year late, but Oh yeah, by the way, James, hey, I ain't seen you in a while, man. What's going on? Just thought I'd say hey. And look here, that's 2 model kits in 2 weeks. I'm on a roll. But the main thing is I'm having fun doing it again. It's just starting to come back, you know. I had lost that dang mojo, but you know, I'm starting to get it back now. But and I appreciate all the guys out there, and give all of them a shout out for all the guys that watch my videos and comment on them. This is all for you guys too. I mean, I hope y'all enjoy this. I enjoy putting it on. And this video's not got long, so I need to cut it short. But still, though, I just enjoy the hobby, and like I said, I go through ups and downs like everybody else. But and I'm getting stuff finished. That's my goal here for the next several months, is to finish up these projects and move forward. Because I want to do some armor, and there's some more videos I'm gonna do the next day or two, and showing some of that stuff. But anyway, that's all for now. I hope you enjoyed. Like I said, I'd recommend this kit. But like I said, look out for the quirky stuff, the chassis mainly, and the interior bucket. And you'll be fine. And like I said, you may have to use 2-part epoxy to tie in the chassis to the body. Because if you don't, it's just going, you know, it's not like a car. But I thought I'd pass that on. And it was a great kit, great build. And as always, I thank y'all, thank all my subscribers and everybody out there in the YouTube model building community. I'm signing out, and as always, y'all take care, and God bless.